Okay, so let's go back to the document. Okay, so we have entered the duration for each task as per the above table. Okay, next we will assign the first activity start date to be example of 1st of August 2024. Okay, so we don't have to enter the dates for all of the we don't have to enter the start dates for all of the tasks or activities. Okay, because once we establish the dependencies between those activities and we assign a starting date to the initial activity, then all the starting dates of the other activities will be adjusted automatically by the software. Okay, depending on their dependencies. So first of all, let's assign the starting date of the first activity to be 1st of August. So we go back here and we see that the first activity is stakeholder identification. Okay, let's enter the starting date. So just click on the plan start column, okay, of stakeholder identification row, and then we click on the calendar button, and then we choose the date. So it's in August, 1st of August. So let's enter 1st of August. Okay, so you see here when we enter the dates, the other activities are still in the same date as today, because we have not assigned the dependencies yet. Okay, alright, so let's proceed. Item 7 here, it says make task review meeting as a recurring task. Okay, we want to create a task review meeting as a recurring task, meaning that task review meetings occur regularly, multiple times. Okay, most of the other tasks occur one time, but there are some tasks that recurs regularly. So we can create these tasks automatically. Just create one, and then we can generate the rest of the recurrence. Okay, so we want to make task review meetings as a recurring task, and there are 12 occurrences. Okay, we want to make 12 occurrences, and each occurrence will take a 15-minute duration. Okay, a 15-minute duration, and it will be held on Thursdays. So every week, every Thursday for 12 occurrences, and each meeting will take 15 minutes. Okay, so let's go back to our graph. Okay, to create the recurring task, here we click on the task that we want to make it recurring. Okay, just take note that I have slightly changed the wording so that instead of meetings, it becomes meeting without the S, because when we make it recurring, it is each meeting is only one time. Okay, although the whole team review meetings will be 12 times. Okay, so before we do the recurring, let's change the date. At the moment, the date is the day we created this project. Okay, this is the planned start date, but notice that we have the project starts on 1st of August, as we have said in the stakeholder identification activity. Okay, so let's change this date, okay, to the first Thursday of the project. Okay, so let's click on the calendar button. Okay, let's go to August. So August, let's look at where is the first Thursday. Okay, so the first Thursday and is the first day of the project. Okay, we don't the first day of the project, we won't call that as a team review meeting. So team review meeting will be once work has started. So let's assume that it will start on the following week. Okay, so 8th of August. So let's click on 8th of August. Okay, So now we have set that the first team review meeting will occur on the 8th of August. Okay, next we want to make the team review meeting as a recurring task. What we do is that we click on it, and then okay, we click on team review meeting, and then we click on the recurring button. Okay, click on the recurring button, and then we choose how it will repeat. So click on this one, and we choose the recurrent to appear every week. Okay, so we click week, and it's weekly, so it will repeat once every week. And then which day to repeat it on, so we choose Thursday, and then we choose how many occurrence after which the recurring will stop. So we said the instruction said it should be 12 occurrences, so let's click on after, and we choose 12 occurrence. So the recurrence will cease to happen after 12 occurrences. Okay, so let's click on save. So now it takes a few seconds to process. So after it processes, you can see that there are several more team review meetings have been created by the software. Okay, you have the original one. This is the original one, and then you have 11 more team review meetings because we specified we want 12. Okay, and you see that the dates are automatically entered based on the recurrence of once a week. Okay, you see that the first one is 8th of August, the second one is 15th of August, and then 22nd of August, and so on and so forth, and the last one is 24th of October. All right. Okay, but when we create the recurrence, the new items, the repeated items, are shown on the bottom of the WBS. Okay, now it becomes the next team review meeting will be number 6, and then number 7, and number 8, number 9, number 10, and so on. So what we need to do is we need to move these recurring team review meetings onto the first near the first team review meeting. Okay, so for me to make this the movement of the task easier, what I do is that we see that above, in between the two team review meetings, there are four rows: closing, final report, project report, and so on. So it's probably easier to move the less number of items rather than to move the 11 items here. Okay, and in fact these 3 items are sub items of the summary task closing. So what we can do is we collapse the summary task. Okay, at the not the summary task, the detail task. Okay, we can collapse the detail task by clicking the there's a negative button beside the closing summary task. So we click on that. Okay, now it collapses. Okay, collapses the closing sub activities. Next, we click on click on closing. Okay, now once it's closing is selected, we can try to actually drag closing and put it on the bottom of the WBS. Okay, so we would click and drag the row number. Okay, so the closing is row number 27. So we click on row, click on 27. Okay, until it shows this way, and then when it has that finger symbol as the mouse, as the pointer, so now we can click and drag it and bring it downwards. Okay, bring it to the bottom. Okay, just after the last team review meeting. Okay, so now the rest of the team review meetings are underneath the first team review meeting. So what we can do now is we just let's highlight the rest of the team review meetings, okay, and then let's click on the indent button, okay, right, and now it becomes 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8. all right, okay, so there are 12 in total, okay, and we want to collect all of these team review meetings to be part of a summary task called team review meetings. Okay, so what we want to do is that above the team review, the first team review meeting, we want to add a line, we want to add a row, and that row we will name the task name as team review meetings with an S. Okay, it will be a summary task, and all the team review meeting tasks will be a subtask under the summary task. Okay, so let's add one row. So to add a one row in between the rows, so just click on the click on the first team review meeting. Okay, click on it, and you can click the add task button, this one, or even click we can click the plus button on the left. So click on this. Okay, so now it creates an additional row in the middle. Now let's type this as team review meetings. Okay, it is a subtask. It is a summary task. Okay, now let's highlight the rest of the team review meeting tasks, and then let's make them indent so that it will become under the team review meetings summary task. Okay, so now team review meetings is a summary task where you have the other team review meetings with the interval of 7 days in between each other. Okay, but remember that the duration for the team review meeting is not 1 day, but it is mentioned that the team review meeting is 15 minutes only. Okay, so let's change the duration for each team review meeting. Okay, so let's go to the first one. Let's go to the first one and click on the duration, the 1 day duration. Okay, let's click on it, and let's type in 15 MIN. So MIN is a shortcut for, it's a short form for minutes. Okay, press enter. Okay, when we press enter, when we make a change to one of the recurring tasks, the software will ask us, do we want to apply the changes to only that particular task, or we want to change it to all the other tasks of the recurring set. Okay, so let's click on all future tasks. Okay, now you see that it changes all the rest of the team review meetings. Okay, now all of them are 15 minutes or 0.03 days. Okay. Okay. So we have entered the duration for the tasks, and we have entered some recurring tasks. All right. Okay, and you can see in the Gantt chart the review tasks appear here. All right, in sporadic. Okay, 7 days apart from each other. All right. Okay,